Today, we're diving into a really powerful story. We're going to get inside the head of a king as he watches his entire world fall apart. It's a lion's journey through hunger, through fire, and total despair. And it tells us so much about what it means to survive when you've got nothing left.
So the story just drops us right in. No messing around. This is the core conflict right here. You've got this king, this absolute symbol of power, being brought to his knees by the most basic thing in the world, hunger. From the very first sentence, you can feel this war going on between who he's supposed to be and who he actually is right now.
And this slide just lays it all out, plain and simple. On one side you have the legend, right? The ruler of the jungle, strong, powerful. His roar is a warning. But then you look at the reality. He's ruled by hunger. He's hollow, weak. And that roar, it's not a warning anymore. It's a cry for help. We're basically experiencing this desolate world through the lion's own senses. The jungle is supposed to be full of life, but for him, it's got nothing to offer. You can almost feel his stomach aching, his legs feeling like lead, and the environment itself, it's just a mirror of how empty he feels inside. That dried-up riverbed tells you this isn't a new problem. This decay has been setting in for a long, long time.
Okay, so this is a huge moment. This is his big test. He lets out that legendary roar, the ultimate power move for a lion. But instead of scaring everything in sight, it just shows how weak he is. And the jungle's response? Nothing. Absolute silence. And that's almost worse than anything else, isn't it? It just confirms he is completely and utterly alone.
So just when you think, wow, it can't possibly get any worse, something shifts. A simple change in the air. That internal enemy, the hunger, is about to seem like a small problem compared to the terrifying threat that's on its way. The whole story is about to catch fire. Literally.
And man, does this escalate quickly. It starts so small, just a hint of smoke on the wind. Then you see it, flames flickering. And before you know it, the whole world is just chaos. It's not just the lion panicking, it's the entire jungle screaming. The fight is no longer about finding food, it's about not being burned alive.
This is it, the peak of the struggle. You've got the pure agony of the fire, unbearable heat, smoke burning your eyes, ash in your mouth, crashing right up against the incredible relief of the river. It's this elemental clash, fire versus water, and the lion is caught right in the middle, just pushed to the absolute brink.
After all that chaos, you get this quiet, crushing despair. He made it through the fire, but now what? He's exhausted, and that original enemy, hunger, is back with a vengeance. The world is dark. It's silent. It feels completely dead. This is rock bottom.
Just look at this description of the aftermath. The world is transformed into this alien landscape. It's not just a burned jungle, it's like the ghost of a jungle. That image of gray snow is so powerful. It gives you this sense of cold, of death, a world where all the life and color have just been erased.
And here's where things get really interesting. In all of its destruction, the fire actually created a kind of brutal clarity. By wiping everything clean, it took away all the places to hide, all the complexity. And it's this total emptiness that's about to set up the big turning point of the story.
And boom, there it is, the turning point, delivered with such shocking simplicity. A victim of the fire becomes the lion's salvation. There's no celebration, no fancy words, just the blunt, primal fact: food. The tragedy for one creature becomes the one thing that can save another.
One meal. That's all it took. Just a single moment of food to turn that entire downward spiral around. You can just feel the strength and the warmth coming back into his body, pushing away all that weakness and despair. It's a pretty incredible reminder of how thin that line between life and death really is.
And this brings the whole journey perfectly full circle. Think back to that first roar, that desperate cry for help that was met with silence. Now compare it to this final one. This one isn't asking for anything. It's a declaration. It's the sound of a survivor, taking back his place in a world that's been wounded but is still very much alive.
So we're left with this really powerful question. The story seems to be saying that sometimes the worst things that happen don't just destroy, they create. By stripping everything away, down to the bare essentials, destruction itself can actually pave the way for a powerful and totally unexpected rebirth.